Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to just do a quick one this week because we got some other things going on. We'll pick up with our Sicily series a little later on. We're going to take a look at a way to quickly create infantry or armored or pretty much anything you want companies. Now you're probably saying, what's the deal with that? Well, first of all, let's take a look. So if I go ahead and want to insert some units here, let's go ahead into this. I think this is a large gap in here somewhere. I forget exactly where it is. Let's say I come in here and I want to do some T-55s. Grab myself a group of T-55s, and you can see I have myself a lovely armored platoon consisting of a bunch of T-55s. So if I wanted to make myself a company, I'd have to press C a couple times, and well, bam, now I've got myself a company of T-55s. But, I want to make that a battalion. I don't want to make that a company. So I'll make it a full battalion here, and all of a sudden you run up the unit count really, really, really fast. So all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's a bummer. So what can we do to facilitate this process? Well, there's actually a really easy way to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and insert a new unit. I'm going to go up to where it says facility. I'm going to type in the word armored. When I type in armored, you'll notice you have a bunch of different options here. You have armored generic, you have an armored battalion, you have a brigade, you also have a company chilling down here. So I'm going to press OK. Now this unit is actually a placeholder for other units, which I think is actually kind of interesting with it. So if I actually were to come up here where weapons is, you'll notice that I have a single machine gun. Yep. My entire armored company consists of a machine gun. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete that mount. I'm simply going to come over here and add mount. In command, at least this version of command, mounts are individual vehicles. So if I click on add mount, I can now come in here, filter by keyword, click right here to go ahead and change which arc I'm doing, and I'll go ahead and type in T-55. Ta-da! There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, I'll go ahead and minimize that. We'll go ahead and take a look at what we've done. So you can see in the time it's taken me to quickly explain this, I now have myself an entire tank company ready to rock. But one of the cool things here is I can come in here and call this T-55 company. And if you want to get old school, you can do company A, or you can say Koi A or something like that. CPY-A. So what I can do now is I can actually come to this, press Shift-C, click, and now I have myself a copy. So this is a company B. Shift-C, this is going to be my company C. And I'll come down here and I'll go ahead and create one more, and I'll go ahead and call this one company D. Now you're probably sitting here saying, hey, that's actually kind of handy, because now I have not 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks or 4 platoons, but I now have an entire battalion of T-55s at my disposal, ready to go, that I can use in any scenario. Now you're probably sitting here going, well, wait a minute, can't you use this to recreate an entire proper company? Yeah, you can. So if you actually were to go up to here like this, type in something like a mech, you actually have a mechanized infantry company as one of the generic pieces here. So I can actually grab this one, grab it, of course, like I said, weapons-wise, comes with the generic machine gun, get it out of here. So you could do crazy things with this. I could do a BMP-1, we'll do BMP-2, why not? Grab that one, pretty old school one tooth. We'll do 3 of those, or 4 of those, so we have a platoon of those. Let's toss in some T-62s here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll go ahead and throw in a 2S1 here. Let's see here. What's the? We'll use that one. Have a pair of those. And you know what? Just for fun, let's go ahead and find a ZSU-23. Go ahead and add one of those. And we'll go old school here. We'll grab ourselves an SA-9. Yeah, we'll get the old school one. Boop. And now I have just created myself an entire mechanized infantry company in one quick whack. So you can see this is a complete company ready to go. It's actually, no, it's a company. I'm right. It's actually a reinforced company. You wouldn't normally have that many. It's an entire platoon. Actually, yeah, this is about a company. It's a pretty small company. But now I can now take this and I can now call this, mech infantry company. We'll go ahead and say it's part of the same regiment or brigade here. So we'll say E, press OK. And then again, I got Shift-C. Just like that, and now I've duplicated it. So not only do I have single units representing huge units, but I now have the capability to quickly mass produce entire armies. I was actually experimenting with a scenario, of course. You can take a look at it here. You can see what I've been experimenting with. It takes place here that actually uses more or less one-to-one Soviet forces, and I was able to do it with significantly less numbers of individual units, but still make them atenable, if you know exactly what I mean. So hopefully this video helps you out. Like I said, this is kind of a fun little trick. I've been playing with this a lot because it's kind of entertaining. You can do this like to other things too. Have like landing craft that has all sorts of silly things hanging off of it. Oh, my T-55 is hanging off my landing craft. You can do that, and that's one of the cool things I like about Command. Other than that, enjoy.